am so excited. First of all, great job being here. What I'm excited about is after this week and the next, I feel like we have actually covered all of the things I thought we needed to be ready for 6th grade. So any other extra time will just be review. But basically this week and next week will be the last 2 things I think you should know before you go to 6th grade and are ready to be successful. So good for you for being here and getting it done. We're going to talk about order of operations. Now, I know sometimes those Number Rock videos are kind of cheesy, but I highly recommend you watch that Number Rock song because it really helps you with it to remember the order of what you're supposed to do. But let's tackle some of these slides together, and you can see if how you're doing if you need extra help, okay? Here we go. We're going to be writing expressions. So we're going to be looking at these words and matching them with the number problems on the right here. Which of these number expressions says 3 times the sum of 4 and 8? So 3 times the sum of 4 and 8. I'm looking through these and I noticed that yes, this expression matches this here. So that's perfect. It says 3 times the sum, which means adding 4 plus 8. Okay, the difference between 8 and 4 tripled. So I need to say 8 minus 4 times 3. So let's see on my right side here. 8 minus 4 times 3. That's right here. Perfect. The sum, that means adding the sum of 3 and 4 subtracted from 8. So this sentence, this expression sentence is going to say 3 plus 4 minus 8. Let's see how they did it. 3 and 4. I looked through all of them and I noticed the top one is 3 and 4 added and then 8 is subtracted. And that would basically be 8 minus 7. That would be that one. 8 subtracted from the product of 4 times 3. So it needs to say 8 minus 4 times 3. Let's see the one that has 4 times 3 and then 8 is subtracting from it. Ooh, that one right here looks like it. The product, that's multiplication, of 8 and 3 divided by 4. So the product of 8 and 3, that's multiplication divided by 4. Here it is. 8 divided by 4 subtracted from 3. 8 divided by, this is the best one. The difference between 4 8s and 3 8s. Ooh, here we go. We'll look at what that means a little bit later. Okay, triple the difference between 18 and 4. Well, I know that we're going to be multiplying whatever the difference is between these two. So I'm going to think about my order operations. Parentheses first. So I'm going to say 18 minus 4. And then I'm going to take that number and I'm going to multiply it by 3. That's basically what they want me to do. They want to find the difference of these two numbers and multiply it by 3. Okay, the next one, we need to subtract 6 from the quotient of 84 and 7. So, first they want me to do 84. Let me look for my division symbol. Okay, if you go to Insert, and then you click on, I'll move it over here, Shape, and you say Equation, you can put in a division symbol. Yay! Cool, I'm learning a lot here. Holy cow, that's huge. Okay. I don't know if this is going to work. You know what is going to work is this, so I'm just going to do this. It's a fraction, so a fraction is another type of division. So I need to do 84 divided by 7. I'm going to put parentheses around that to make it easier on myself. And then I would need to subtract 6 from this, the quotient of this, to find this answer. Okay. For the next one, it says the sum of 4 12s and 7 16ths. Okay, so basically I could say 12 4 times, like 12 plus 12 plus 12 plus 12, but we know that repeated addition is multiplication. So I can do 4 times 12. That's what they want for that one. And then they want me to add it, because it's the sum of both of them. 7 16ths. Well, I could say 16 7 times, or I can say 7 times 16. You know what? If you're feeling like, what is this going on? Hang in there. This is definitely challenging for some of us. And the more you practice this, the better it's going to get for you, I promise. Okay, getting you ready for next year. Let's look at those key words to help us understand. The difference between 10 and 5 added to 36. So first I need to look at the first set, and it says 10 minus 5. Now we need to add it to 36 plus 36. Okay, next question. Okay, it says 38 minus 14 divided by 8. So first I'm going to look at this and I'm going to say 38 minus 14, and whatever number I got by that, I'm going to divide it. I'm going to put a space so it's easier. Divided by 8. So the difference between these numbers, they want to know divided by 8. Okay, next. The sum, that means adding 42 plus 55. Oops, 55. Now, if I wanted to double that, I could do 42 plus 42 and 55 plus 55. Or I can take this number and multiply it by 2 to double. Last one. The product of 3 and 6 subtracted from 24. Well, the product is an answer of a multiplication problem, so that means that I need to say 3 times 6, whatever number that is, 18, subtracted from 24. Well, I'm looking at it now, and I can't do 18 minus 24. We're not doing negatives in the 5th grade. So we're going to say, let's see, 24. We're going to actually take this number, 18, and take it away from 24. So to write that sentence, it needs to be 24 minus 18. Okay, we're going to do probably one more slide, and that'll probably all we can do. It's pretty challenging, but it's great practice for us getting ready for next week. For 6th grade. Okay. Yay, matchy. Which expression says 6 minus 12 divided by 4? So let's see the best ones here. 12 divided by 4, subtracted from 6. Perfect. 12 minus 6 times 12 minus 4. So the product of 12 minus 6 and 12 minus 4. Product is multiplication. That matches up here perfectly. Okay, we have 12 divided by 6 times 4. So 12 times the quotient of 12 and 6. That's this one. Very good. 12 minus 4 plus 6. 4 plus 6 is 10. Let's see. Best one. The difference. Ooh. Here it is. The sum, that means adding, of 4 and 6. And then you take away from 12. Okay, 6 times 12 plus 4. So you add 4 to the product of 6 and 12. Does that make sense? Yep, this is the product, so there it is. And let's make sure the final one's correct. The difference between 12 and 6, that's this, multiplied by 4. Perfect. Okay, I lied. We have one more. Haha. Very good. Okay, we're going to write expressions. Oh my gosh, do we get to solve, or are we writing the words? Let's see. I'm enjoying this so much. Maybe we will solve a couple next week. Okay, here we go. So they just want me to write the words. I can do that. I know how to write words. 6. We're going to say 6 the sum, because that's adding, of 16 and 27 times 6. Now, if you did it differently, that's fine. You could have said 6 times the sum of 16 and 27. That would have been great. Whatever. Awesome. There's more than one way to do math, and that's why I love math. Okay, so we're going to do 12 plus 30. So we're going to say the sum of 12 and 30 divided by 7. Okay, so the product, 3, ooh, I can't do product. Why can't I do product? Because it's adding. So we got to say the sum. The sum of 3 and 9 subtracted from 28. Okay, next. The difference, because we're looking at subtracting, of 45 and 11 times 5. Okay, the product of 12 and 8 added with 16. Okay, so we can say 36 divided by the difference of 10 and 1. Okay, last one, yay. The sum, because we're adding both of them together, the sum of 4 threes, because we're doing 4 times 3, and 2 sevens. Maybe I should write it like this, and then it'll be a little bit better. Because we're basically going to add 3 fourths, 3 times 4, and 2 times 7. I think a better answer, though, because I see that there's 2 sevens, I'm going to say there's going to be 3 fours. And the reason why I'm taking the time to edit this in front of you is I want you to notice that it's important that we evaluate our work, because we're never really done. We can always make it a little better. Okay, let me know if you guys need any help. Please watch the number rock video and let me know if you have any questions. Have a great day.